Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of On the Couch with the Unconventional CA. Today, we have a very different guest joining us, Pedro from Take It to Valhalla Films, a films and production studio. Pedro, welcome.
Hey, how are you doing?
Good man. How's things?
I'm good.
How's the entrepreneurial world going?
I think it's fantastic, especially in South Africa. It's an amazing and exciting space to be.
That is very interesting, coming from an entrepreneur to say that it's a very exciting and passionate place to be in. Give me your context and where your perspective comes from.
So basically, at the moment, I'm in the film industry, right? So as you've known that everything throughout the world is getting digitized. I think there's a stat that went out that 80% of youths and people are on their devices, on their phones, through TikTok, Instagram. You've seen how big these companies have blown. So people are consuming a whole lot of video. So from my side, being in that film production space, there's a whole lot of people asking for videos. And with video, there is no industry that discriminates against video. Let me put it this way. You can be a doctor, and let's say you want to send out tips on how to keep healthy or how to prevent certain diseases, and you want to do that on your own. You call a videographer to come film that. You can be a lawyer. You want tips on law and how to sign contracts and stuff. You'll call someone. Hey, I need a video for this. Basically, mining, teaching, whatever industry that exists, video can be in there, basically. Hence why I'm saying the entrepreneurial space is looking very good from a videography point of view. Because in the videography world, we work with big corporates, right? So we can be working with one of the biggest multinationals, or we can be working with someone who's just starting up with the business. And from the ground, from where I'm at the moment, South Africans are some of the most smartest, inventive people out there. And it's people like me who can only see it because we're on the ground also. I'm seeing all these small companies, whether someone's starting up their new hair salon, starting up their own restaurant, basically. So we're there with them from the very beginning. And then seeing their business grow. And the more they call us, the more we can see that their business is growing because they're using all these social media platforms, your Instagram, your Facebook, to promote their businesses. So although things may look bleak, trust me, South Africans are some of the most entrepreneurial people you'll find on earth.
For all the entrepreneurs out there, please take a piece of word from Pedro himself as an entrepreneur. Having an optimistic outlook on the economy is very, very important to flourishing in your business. So to my next question then, Pedro, you being an entrepreneur, you've mentioned that you've worked with corporates right down to startups. Many aspiring or early stage business owners want to work with corporates, right? But they can't get through or break through that barrier. In your experience, what's worked well for you and given you that opportunity to work with corporates and leverage and grow your business?
From where I'm at, it depends on the current situation that the person is, you know. On my side, what helped me the most is that, well, as a young person in the entrepreneurial space, I must say that at home we actually quite well off. My dad was just a soldier and my mom was a housewife, but just that normal stable income allowed me to do what I wanted to do, basically. So we all know that when you start a business, it's the most difficult thing in it. And there's a saying out there that entrepreneurs are some of the craziest people, because you have to be crazy to start a business. So on my side, at the very beginning, how I started was I had to have a track record, right? But obviously, because I haven't done anything, I needed to start somewhere. So what I did is that we started working through, let's say, nightclubs, basically. And we started filming there free of charge. They don't lose nothing. They don't gain anything. So we started working for free because, like I said, platforms like YouTube, it's free to open up. Facebook is free, right? So we went to clubs and filmed for free there, basically, for quite some time. But what was happening during that time is that we were building a portfolio, right, through videos. The way we interviewed some of the artists coming through, the people, all for free. The club owners liked this, like, hey, I don't have to pay for anything. Someone's doing this for free. In our minds, we were playing the long game, like, hey, we're getting our work experience here, basically. So with time, once we were done working with the clubs, then you got people like, hey, can you come do my wedding? And because we already trained ourselves doing free work, we did weddings now, but obviously we charged, but extremely low prices because we did not know what we were doing. And then we get other people from markets. Like let's say at a club, they see our work like, hey, can you do my video for this product I'm selling? It's a new attire, new outfit, like new clothes. And basically through doing stuff for free, helped us to build a portfolio, right? And that portfolio was there for everybody to see. And with each video we did, with every free work that we did, we uploaded it on YouTube. So with YouTube, that's social proof that, hey, here's the company name. It's called Take It to Valhalla Films. Here are the video they have done. So now, when you go to corporates, they ask us, hey, what work have you guys done before? Or they're saying like, hey, we need this certain amount of job. I just said, hey, there's our YouTube. I know that, hey, corporate and club is completely different, but there's the video evidence there. There's a list of the videos they do. And the people look at the videos and they see like, hey, wow, these guys actually have a track record, basically. But this is just for my personal industry, like the videography industry. I don't know how it is for some industries. I cannot relate. But what I will say is that if the opportunities aren't there for an entrepreneur, then it's your job to create those opportunities for yourself, basically. Because you cannot get spoon-fed, basically. So, and that's the mistake that most people think like, hey, I need job experience, I need this, that. You have to create that experience for yourself, because if you don't do it, then no one will. There's a saying that if you pray for something and you sit down and expect it to happen, it's not going to happen. You need to work towards your prayers, basically. So if you do something like at a small level, then you can easily do it at a high level, right? The Bible says those who are faithful in least will be faithful in much. So that's what I will say.
Wise wisdoms of nuggets there with many years of experience underneath your belt shared, Pedro. But if I had to summarize what you've spoken about, the first takeaway here for those, especially in the entrepreneurship journey or aspiring to be entrepreneurs, is firstly, go and do some pro bono work to build a track record, right?
Yes.
Second one is build the right relationships as you build that pro bono, do that pro bono work. Yes. So it gives you the context for further opportunities. And the third one, most importantly, is the mindset. Don't wait to be spoon-fed. Create your own opportunity.
Yes, definitely. But I would like to touch on that second one. Social skills are very critical. You need to be out there, guys. If you're not out there, you won't know a lot of people, basically. So you literally, if you're a shy person, introvert, for business, it's a bit difficult. You need to be out there, put yourself out there to the world, and then trust me, your business will grow from there. You know, I would just like to relate an experience. So I was at a pizza spot, right, in the East Rand of Johannesburg. Now, I've been traveled everywhere. I've been overseas and whatnot, and I had the most amazing pizza, right? In fact, I'll even go as far as says it's the best pizza I've really ever had.
I need to see this place. You need to tell us.
Yes. So then I asked myself, but who made this pizza? You know? And out there just comes this lady, and I'm just an ordinary lady. I'm like, ma'am, did you make this pizza? And then she's like, yes, I did. And then she was like, oh, wow, you must be a chef or something, man. Like, hey, do you get paid extra? I was like, no, these guys don't pay me, whatnot, blah, 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 blah. I'm like, oh, okay, cool. But I was like, at first, I was like, hey, you know what? This lady is not so smart. Because if I had the knowledge that she has, I would make pizzas from home, wherever township I came from. You know? And then I started working with the unconventional and I started seeing the work that you guys did. I'll get back to that story now. So basically, when you guys were helping people, I realized that you were doing things that for some of us just comes to second nature. Registering a business, tax clearance, all those things, teaching them how to actually run a business. And then it hit me that, shucks, most of these people don't know it. They want to become entrepreneurs, but they simply do not know how to do it. So going back to that lady who did that wonderful pizza, had she known to go to CIPC, how to register a business, how to start it off, how to open up her own business bank account, she could have been selling pizzas from her home, delivering it to people in the community and other people. Because let's face it, the product is so good, it will sell itself, but she did not have that knowledge. And then what the unconventional was doing was giving people knowledge on how to start businesses. Because at first I was like, that lady is quite dumb. I would have left that work with the knowledge that I learned to make that pizza. But after working with the unconventional, I realized that no, they do not know how to do it. They just simply do not have the skill to do it. And what the unconventional does is teaching ordinary people to, instead of just like doing the normal job on the ground, but let's take that job on the ground, the knowledge that you have, and start something on your own with it, basically. And that is something that unfortunately very few companies are doing. They are not educating people. You know, we have a very bad history as a country in terms of education, and what the unconventional is doing is just bridging that gap, which is, I find it quite fantastic, really.
Pedro, thank you for blowing your horn on us and sharing such positive words of the work we do. You know, I always say to everyone, we try and live to our purpose and our passion, which is to resolve the socio-economic issues that this country of ours faces. And so I'd like to thank you for your time today and for joining us on our podcast. I think you've left entrepreneurs with solid words of wisdom here that are critical and mindful towards the end objective and goal that they need to achieve. And in that, we have a friend that has joined us as part of our closeout in the podcast. So to viewers, especially entrepreneurs, if you heard it from an entrepreneur himself, please keep this in mind. Make sure if you're starting a business, try and get some pro bono and credibility going. Build that track record. The social skills are very, very important as part of you selling in your business. And then start associating yourself with the correct people with the right mindsets for success. Hit us up with a thumbs up. Leave your comments in the box below. And we'll look forward to seeing you on the next episode.